Something that was mentioned with regards to the Metroids, and Super in particular, was brought up by the most insane person I know, is the idea that we know that there's such a thing as a game outstaying its welcome, because essentially every game does that at some point or another, right? What about a game that just isn't long enough? A game that just leaves you wanting more? Now, that's an interesting concept for several reasons to me, because that should probably be the ideal. Like, that should probably be the situation you want long term, right? Let me try to explain that a little bit. In virtually any media, if there's only a couple of ways for that to go. You can end completely satisfyingly, which is also known as freaking impossible. You can end on a to-be-continued cliffhanger-y kind of a way, promising more and setting up expectations for the future. I have to. Now it'll let me. Sorry, so let me break this down a little bit more. You can end positively or negatively. That's your basic duo. And ending in a positive way is obviously desirable. And in Reality Land, ending positively in a way that also promises for a sequel or future stuff is difficult to do, I think is the way I want to phrase that. It happened. But you don't really want to... You don't really want to plan for that as a creator. You also definitely want to avoid the opposite problem like the plague. Because the opposite problem is, and I'll put this as nicely as I possibly can, Star Trek the original series, where the show just kept going on and on and on to the point where it should have already canceled. So if you're not yeah, Darksiders has some issues as well. If you're not sure if a game or a show or a movie or a book or whatever it is you're making is at the right cutoff point, for lack of a better way to call that, then you have to sort of guess, right? And of course, it's obviously going to be dependent on the individual opinions too. In short, I'm explaining this so badly. As a creator, it's better to aim low than to aim high. That's what I'm trying to say. If you aim high, then the odds of there being padding become near certainty. If you aim low, there's a good chance you'll leave your audience wanting more, which is a desirable state. If it's good. If it's not good, well then congrats, it's not as bad. Pretty much by sheer virtue of the fact that it can be gotten over with quicker. Yes, act both. Yeah, it is better to be too short than to be too long, by pretty much any metric. And again, I'm speaking mostly from the perspective of the creators themselves, not just my own preferences on the matter. A game that I felt was too short? See, I can't think of an example of that. So, tutorializing how the cloak can be used there, and showcasing Samus's reflexes. Nice little tidbit there. I love how these things move. I really do. Well, the good news, Act, is they're probably not. They're probably the ones that get to reap bonuses while everyone else gets to suck it. But yeah, I can't actually think of a game I personally think was too short. I'm sure a lot of you can. Whoa, that was just... okay. Damn it. Jesus. Just wasn't ready for that. Oh, yeah, reminder, skippable cutscenes. Yeah, I can't think of any. I'm sorry. I'm actually sitting here trying to process. If I could think of any game I felt was just too short, but I got nothing. I have failed you. I mean, honestly, that's probably exactly what they're going with, Dakota, is that Aeon Energy is just wherever. I am not familiar with that one. I'm sorry. Super Metroid is extraordinarily short. That is true. It's actually, I believe, one of the shortest games we've ever covered. Now, I think Portal 1 was pretty much exactly the right length. And in fact, I commented on that when we were reviewing it. If Portal 1 was longer, it would probably get old, for me at least. Now, by contrast, Portal 2 was also exactly the right length. Substantially longer, but they certainly did a lot more work to make that work. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I actually think Super Metroid is as long as it should be. I really do. Granted, I do value density quite a bit, so that's probably a me problem there. Yeah, actually, that's a really good example. Half-Life 1 is too long. I mean that. Half-Life 1 is too long of a game. There are several segments in that game which just drag, several specific sequences in the game, which are just like... And on replay, every time I go back through them, I'm like, ugh, because we're going through that section again. I'm sure at least some of you know what I'm talking about there. Do I have a bug bite on my leg? I frickin' do. That's okay. I keep the Benadryl gel right here. Like, don't mistake me, Half-Life 1's a great game and all, and would probably score quite well if we were to review it. But at the same time, that game had growing pains. That's what happens when you're getting that experimental. We saw that with Metroid 1. Also, Persona 5 is too long, while we're on the subject. When you are a game that is as long as several MMOs, something needs to be considered somewhere. We've talked about it before. We'll talk about it again. How long a game is, ironically, doesn't really matter all that much. It's how long a game feels, how it uses that length. Big joke here. And Persona 5, a lot of Persona 5 is what I would consider meat. And that's cool. That's awesome, and that's neat. And then there's the rest of it. It really wants me to go right back in there, doesn't it? Okay. Some new doors should be open now. Okay. Didn't that... Damn it, Cyclone. Shadow of the Colossus is too long! No, or if you listen to some people, too short. Look, as to me. I even undid tricks and went back and did them properly. Just to showcase stuff properly. Okay, well, I've never heard of that game, Cycloud. So, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. First, thank you for the donation. The donation? Always appreciate your support. Thank you. Oh, hey, there's a Paradox sale right now. Is there any Paradox game I don't own? Other than Star Trek Infinite, which has already been abandoned. Yes, I'm still pissed about that. What the hell is Braid? I'm kidding, I know what Braid is, but what does that Braid have to do with anything? Okay, record. Record of the Lotus War. Deed lit in Wonder Labyrinth. Here it is. What in the world is this? I've never even heard of this. But yeah, it looks very Soden. Like, very, very Soden. I wish the title wasn't so damn long. Lambda count. Yeah, you know, I could see that, Valvedrix. And of course, everyone agrees that the final dungeon of Half-Life 1 sucked. So, let's call it Deed Lit in Wonder Labyrinth. That at least brings the title down to something that isn't going to cause me literal issues with entering it into a spreadsheet. How's that sound? Okay. Thank you, Cyclone. Alright, so lava down. Let's do this. Down, down, down. Coming down. Don't mind me, officer. Nothing to see here. You know, I'd say that's a uniquely Japanese thing, but I'm not a good liar. Plenty of people are like, hey, here's a song title that's way too long, or a game title that's way too long. I get the desire to be fancy. I do. I do. I totally have that same thing. But, like... I mean, everyone lists Kingdom Hearts titles, but those aren't really particularly bad. There's so much worse than the Kingdom Hearts games. 258 over 2 days isn't all that long or irritating of a title, comparatively speaking. I'm to save my life here, hopefully. Oh yeah, you're probably wondering, how does wall jump work in this one? It's the weirdest and easiest wall jump to do. Probably because you can't, like, infinite wall jump. Or at least if you can, I don't know how to. All you have to do is press up against the thing and hit jump. It's extraordinarily easy to do. There's no button inputting to speak of. Yeah, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. That's a real title. Yeah, Mega Man X rules. It's simple way to put that. There we go. What is... There's one... Oh, God. Hang on, hang on. How about Leisure Suit Larry 3, Passionate Patty in Pursuit of the Pulsating Pectorals? That's a real one. How about Golf Magazine presents 36 Great Holes starring Fred Couples? I mean, Leisure Suit Larry doing it on purpose, but it's still irritating. Milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. There's another one. There's actually a really specific game I'm trying to find the name of it. I'm just failing at. Well, I'm not going to list Cthulhu Saves the World Super Hyper Enhanced Championship Edition Alpha Diamond DX Plus Alpha FES HT Premium Enhanced Game of the Year Collector's Edition. Because apparently that is actually the longest title at the moment. 52 syllables, 176 characters. And we've already reviewed that game, even. Oh, there it is. I think I found it. I found it. I found it. Summertime High School, A Young Man's Notes. How a new exchange student like myself ran into his childhood friend on the school tour, then for some reason became super popular with girls in his daily scoops on the school photography club, even though he only takes Spanish ups. And what do you think? You go on dates during school at the summer's idol. There we go. Okay, got it. Trying to do that in one breath is a terrible idea. Oh yeah, there's another one. Welcome to the impregnable Demon King Castle. The Black Sorcerer is offered a seat as a member of the Demon King Army's top brass after being kicked out of the hero's party because they didn't need debuffs. Look, I get it. Being verbose is fun. And you know, being purple prosy can be enjoyable. I do understand that. But like... Anyways, I would destroy them all, Ect. None would survive. They would all die. Screaming. Yeah, I get it. It's Rain World. I get it. I actually remember reading... Oh, God, who said that? There was an author who was talking about the desire to make a book title as unique as possible. Okay, I might be screwed. Okay. Because it was getting harder and harder and harder to make any kind of a splash in the space. And so the only technique they really had was to be as unique as possible with the title, even if it meant long, ridiculous titles. Leave it blank. Well, that leads to paperwork errors. A few people over the years have tried to be cute about leaving titles blank, as you just suggest. And that usually doesn't work out well for them. statue thing. Top 3 franchise titles? Okay. Let me think about that for a minute. Obviously, The Extant is the very top. Duh. Damn it, Adam. Okay, fine. I'll talk to you. I'm having trouble thinking of a good franchise name.
Uploading data.
ME stands for Extraplanetary Multiform Mobile Identifier. It can procedurally modify and enhance its own capabilities.
Oh, that couldn't possibly be turned against us. Thanks, Federation.
Its ability to configure itself to fit into narrow spaces is a standard feature. Any ME you encounter will likely do so as it pursues you. You are not capable of destroying their armor plating. This would be true even at your full capabilities. You are faced with overwhelming power. Accept your helplessness. Study each ME carefully and use the Phantom Cloak to advance. There are risks even here. The Phantom Cloak reduces your mobility and consumes more AN when you move or shoot. It is still your best chance at survival. Do not hesitate to destroy an ME whenever you discover more you need energy. This was not one of your original priorities. However, I see no other way to accomplish your goal. These existential threats cannot be sanctioned.
Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about the fact that they just have plot armor. Let's just walk away from that. Yeah, this game sucks, Dean Badine. Well, World of Warcraft isn't the name of the franchise, it's the name of the game in the franchise. It is a good lime potato. I do like it. I admit I don't really mind the Emmy thing as much as I probably should. I do think it's kind of ridiculous that they're just like, hey, yeah, no, these things are just totally freaking indestructible. Just trust us. Just trust us. Their dick is so big. You don't even know that it's so big. But enemies having weak points and a way to overcome them isn't exactly new to the franchise or gaming in general. Yeah, no, exactly. The whole point is to drive the idea of your avoidance and then procurement of the specific weapon and then destruction of the thing. Like that's the cycle, right? And that's the cycle each ever follows. So yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Don't worry, that area that just drained of lava, super fine to walk on. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I found myself wondering, because I think the Emmy idea with a bit of refinement could have been a gameplay idea that really popped. And I'm trying to think. I suppose, ideally, it probably would have been a situation where each Emmy has a different weakness, probably to a different weapon, and for different reasons. I don't mean just, like, literally, you know, this one only takes damage from purple, like they did in Prime 1. I mean, like, this thing has armor that completely conceals it, so the wave beam hits the vulnerable insides. Or, this guy, you can melt off something, and that causes him to like stumble and fall over, and as he's repairing himself, you can then damage him with missiles. Something like that, right? That's literally just off the top of my head. I know that's terrible, but you get the idea. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Dean. I don't think they're bad. I just think they could have been better. This is almost the fact that each Emmy fight is functionally the same is almost assuredly a result of the cut content. So for those of you not aware, the behind the scenes of this game was a colossal mess. We've actually already talked about that, so I will not repeat it here. But among the other things that the bad management caused, like, you know, just basic workers' rights, they were having so many issues keeping up with their own timetable that they actually had to cut a huge swath of content from the game. When I say huge, I mean every report I've read about this and interview has indicated that it was about double what we got in the actual game. Literally double. Literally twice the amount of content in terms of bosses and cutscenes and designs.
Hi, Stream.
Hi, sis.
Hi.
What's up?
I came to say hi. What are you playing now?
This is Metroid Dread. Here, do you want me to see me die? Although, also, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
You could have seen it, but you didn't look at your phone.
I did look at my phone. I was just in something I couldn't walk away from.
Oh, I thought you just didn't see it at all. Never mind. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna run it. Well, you know what? Whatever. I wanted to be here anyways. That's actually a lie. Although...
Why do y'all have to use weird characters in your name?
Well, like Loner.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Loner's just...
I had to look at your name for like all of this time to be able to figure out what your name was.
Esquire. That's Loner's new name.
Did you just get it on your Switch or did you get it on mine?
Because, yeah, it's on Steam.
No, you had to have gotten it on yours because mine is still up on next to my bed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I knew you had it on yours, but I was like, did you get it on yours and mine?
No, not yet. Or not at all. Probably won't. Unless you really, really want it. In which case, that can be a thing. It's not like it's an expensive game. Yeah, hey, you! That's your new name. Yeah, is this where I just was? This is where I just was. No. Like, sorry. To explain that, this unlocked this. And I'm trying to figure out the benefit of that.
Yeah.
Like, why does that benefit me? Because all it does is give me a shortcut between two zones I've already been to.
Maybe you're going to need to go back and forth between those zones later.
Well, I know my eventual destination, which is up here. And I only see two ways in there, and that's that.
And than that.
That requires something I don't have.
Oh.
That also... Oh, we could go in there, but that also requires something I don't have. Oh, those are ME valves, so I can't go in there, period. So, yeah, the only way in is to get the beam. So I need the beam. Okay.
Go find the beam. How do you play crisscrossed?
I don't understand the question. Like,
Doing this doesn't make your brain forget what hand is what hand?
no. Yeah, try it.
Doing this makes my brain forget which hand is which hand.
There. Play for a sec.
So first of all, you just put those controllers in the wrong hands. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. That's my bad. Okay, fine. What am I doing? So I need to find the beam. And
You haven't been in there.
there's
Go there.
Well, I can't go into red yet. I don't have the armor for heat.
Oh. Go down there.
I think it actually wants me to go up here.
No, go down there. There's a whole down section.
You're right. That used to be heat area. Okay. And we just reduced that heat, so that makes sense. So that would be over here, I think.
You turned on the AC.
Yes. We drained the lava.
I see you really like your new...
Yeah, no one's noticed or commented on it. Not a single person. I've been running at the entire Metroid blog.
Well, because they can't see...
Well, I suppose, yeah, but like... I don't know. I figured it would be...
Do I need to get you like a sleeveless one next?
No, God, no. That'd be terrible.
I'll get you a vest. See if they notice it then.
They probably won't. Okay, so left. I also got the white one, which I'll be wearing for the Zelda block. That'll be pretty obvious.
Didn't I get you a hat for the Zelda block too?
Not that I'm aware of.
Maybe it was just in the queue. I have like a whole list of hats.
How do we feel about the viscerality of this one, by the way? Here, you, same question.
Viscerality?
Yeah, you know what visceral means, right?
Yes, visceral is like slimy.
That's not what visceral means, but okay.
But that's like, if you're talking...
Well, that's viscous, so I can see why you'd say that.
What's visceral mean?
So, okay.
Because my brain is dead.
So for those of you in chat who have never heard me talk about viscerality, there are 3 axes on which we judge viscerality. How it looks, how it sounds, how it feels.
I'm going to have to go Google the word.
So, how flashy, impactful does it look? How does it sound when stuff is hitting? And how does it feel? Now, I'd say the viscerality feel is actually pretty solid in this one.
I can't spell visceral.
Visceral.
I couldn't even spell it close. It thought I was typing a drug name. V-I-S-C.
My sister's doing drugs. I always knew.
Cereal.
She is the one who knocks.
Dictionary. Visceral. Relating to viscera. Relating to deep inward feelings rather than to intellect.
That's not a helpful definition. I'm going to be real with you.
For example, a visceral feel of change. So it's a deep inward feeling as opposed to logic.
That sounds about right.
It was not Viagra. And thank you for everyone who's spelling visceral, whatever, in the chat for me.
I'm sure viscera is part of where visceral comes from. Like, I'd be shocked if it wasn't.
Visceral feelings are feelings that you feel very deeply and find it difficult to control or ignore, and that are not the result of thought, literally.
I'll jump a cigarette in this one. Whoop.
Okay, what was you said it was?
How it feels?
Viscerality?
Or sorry, how it looks, how it sounds, how it feels.
Well, I don't know how it sounds.
Yeah, obviously. So that's a dead end, because that's a... I don't even know what that door is.
It's a door.
Hello, Evo. Ah!
Hi, Evo. How is your trip?
To the place.
No, there's words. Treating you. I tried to say, how is your trip taking you?
I mean, technically...
I think you have to...
Do that.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just going to leave that one alone. Well, that was my 2 ideas of where to progress. Well,
I said to go down.
you did, and then we ran into a wall.
Oh.
More or less literally. And up is a no.
Okay. Can you go up there?
Got a beach up here.
What's the purple thing?
It's an energy tank.
Oh. Looks like up here is from that door.
Yeah, which I can't open yet. That's the same door I need to get over
Okay,
here.
go that way.
That's heat.
You can't go in the red. What about here? Right there. Right there, right there.
We can't get into there.
Why?
And we can't get into there. So right now we don't have the ability to go into small areas that aren't on the floor. So like
You can't get into...
So like this we can go
be
through.
A ball?
No, we can be a ball, but we can't be anything else. So we have no navigation other than being a ball. So we could go through the floor like that, but we cannot go through something that's up on the wall like that.
Okay, we'll scroll around. We'll go that way.
Hang on.
We can't get in there.
Yeah, we can't even get in there. All right.
Can you get in that door?
That's a question mark door.
That's heat.
Access closed.
What's that door?
That is charged. So we can't go through there, whatever that is.
Okay, go through that door. What's that door?
It's
Power
also
beam.
accessible. Where the hell is that? That's way over there.
Mm-hmm.
You can also go through that door.
Okay, we'll go down and go through those doors.
So that's down. Yeah, 9 hours plus.
So...
Oh shoot.
What time is it?
This plus 9. Whatever that is. I don't have a clock.
It's 1,800 hours.
There you go.
So it's 6 o'clock in the evening.
Can this get over there, or do I need to go... I do.
That can get over there because it's a floor down. Yeah. See?
That's interesting. I'm not sure if it'll let me. Let's try it. Let's experiment, shall we?
The sucky thing wants to sucky thing you.
No, I don't want to be sucky thinged.
Does Samus speak in this game?
Once. And not in English.
And not in English.
Okay, so we can't. It won't let us.
You have to go. It's over there.
It won't let us.
It's right there. You can't get. Why can't you get little?
Well, I don't have ball form at all. So the only thing I have to do to go down is that.
Oh.
That's pretty much the limitation right now. Because otherwise, I can ball form in midair. Okay, so...
How do you get down then?
Wait a sec.
We can't go through those doors. We already checked.
I'm backtracking. There. No? That's still wrong. How do I get up here? There. That's where I want to go. Right there. Okay, so that's not far. That's not far.
But we were gonna go do the down one.
We will. But this is closer. So this will take less time.
Okay, fine.
Or I will fall to my death. That's also cool. Let's just go over here. Wait for the red alert to go away. Get knocked back into the room. Pay attention to what we're doing and not reading chat. Up left. Okay, what is in here?
Well, you just unlocked the door.
Cool. Might be useful later. Probably will be useful later, if we're being honest. Away, please. Get out of the way. Oh, jeez, we're low on health. We're really low on health. Catching my health.
I don't think it wants you to shoot it.
Why?
Because it likes to be under the ground. Does she do like Link style yells? Ha!
She does, yeah. And then she goes, ah! When she dies. Double dreaded. Look, it's not my fault I'm an old man. That's just time.
Yeah, but your weird old man hairs are worse than my husband's.
Yeah, well, my hair is terrible. Always has been. Pause for a second. It just really hurts. Okay, so that opened that up. Can we get over here? We can get over here. Let's do that. Fail at everything. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I can't do this editing, apparently.
Crisscross your hands.
My sight is interrupted. I keep getting hit and then also getting health. I mean, I'd like to think I'd be a bitter old man. That just sounds about right. My day, we made video games. Instead of, you know, what the AAA industry is currently doing.
You're welcome. We currently don't have any weird old eyebrow hairs.
Yeah, E-Tank. We don't have a lot of those right now, too. That. Okay, new area. Yay. Oh no, I don't have any wisdom. You kidding me? My wisdom stat is like 10. God dang it. There's a refill station now that I don't need it.
If the part-time job pays well enough.
Who asked?
Spruce.
What's that in reaction to, our Spruce?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that feels like a came out of nowhere sentence.
It does.
Oh, the good. Okay, gotcha, Arspruce. Yeah. Yeah, the good old days. Yeah. Y'all young people, y'all just lazy. We got a door opened.
Oh.
Probably the most valuable thing of all.
At least you don't have to run through the house.
Yeah, I'm kidding. That energy vacuum thing is just so great. I love it. I could loot, or the game could loot for me.
How are you doing?
Just debating. I did. Ah. Okay.
No, he really doesn't. He has a high int score. He does not have a high whiz score.
So where is this? Third zone. Dyron. Alright, I need a dad joke. Tradition. We're doing the load scenes. We need a dad joke. Yeah, I took a summer job and was able to pay for college. I saw a comment recently. I hope this isn't too polemic. That really...
Why did the jaguar eat the tightrope walker?
Why?
Because it was craving a well-balanced meal. What's a knight's favorite fish? You should know this one. Swordfish.
No, we're done. No more load screens. We're done. We're safe. We're safe.
But I have a whole freaking list.
We're safe. We're safe.
What do you call a sleeping bull? A bulldozer.
I saw these two crows that were stitched together.
Yeah?
They were Velcros.
Why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels.
I know I've heard that one because I used to live in that area. That's interesting.
Why wouldn't the shrimp share his treasure?
What?
He was a little shellfish.
Oh my god, stop. We're done. You can't OD. You can't OD on
What do you
dad
call
jokes.
a fish without eyes?
Blind?
A fish. Pig that does karate.
Penguin?
A pig that does karate. A pork chop. What do you call an alligator in a vest?
I don't know.
An investigator.
What's really sad is I think I knew that one.
Off a lemon and a cat.
Sourpuss?
Yes. What did the snail say when it was riding on the turtle's back?
Slow down there. Oh, okay. Close. I was close. Same concept.
Yep. Why don't big cats play poker in the safari? There's too many cheetahs.
That's a good point.
Why do you never see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're really good at it.
That's just the Taran Rogues joke all over again.
Why couldn't the pony sing himself a lullaby?
What?
He's a little hoarse. What do you call a duck that gets all A's?
I
A wise quacker. How do you catch a whole school of fish?
How?
Worms. What did the horse say after it tripped? Help! I've fallen and I can't giddy up! Your face!
So anyways, Dairon, the backdrops of this game so far has been really good, but Dairon I think is a step up. We're gonna...
How do you keep a bull from charging?
Huh?
Take away its credit card.
That took me a second.
What do you call an illegally parked frog?
I don't know.
Toad.
Alright, stop. You're overdosing.
How did the black
You're
cats
ODing.
end
You're
their
ODing.
fight?
It stops being funny. You have to follow the rule of density.
Last one.
Okay, last one.
How did the black cats stop their fight?
I don't know.
They hissed and made up. Bye, Evo.
Goodbye, Evo. Be free. I was thinking about something while we were covering
He was Blade.
Samus Returns. These are the only... Oh my god. These are the only two games. These are the only two games, the ones by Mercury Steam, that actually use Yoshi drums.
Yoshi drums?
Yeah, Yoshi drums.
What are Yoshi drums?
You know what Yoshi is, right?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
What's a Yoshi drum?
A Yoshi drum is a type of dynamic music in which the same general track is being used, but it alters dynamically in order to adjust to what's happening on screen at the time. So, for example, right now, it's quiet. And doomy. But if we aggregate something, it'd be like it would add another layer to the track. When the one of the Emmy sections, it's quiet, and then there's like another layer if they've heard you, another layer if they've seen you, and a final layer if they're actually following you. And so forth and so on. Goodbye, Evo. Yeah, swapping tracks is different. What?
What do you call a snake wearing a hard hat?
I don't know.
A boa constrictor.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you won by being the one who guessed highest, too, Shadow Machine. You were pretty far off on your guess. That's the funny part. So, yesterday's game got a 428, and Shadow Machine was the one. Whoa! Ho, ho, ho.
Who won the score?
Yeah,
you just lost your armor.
Just by guessing the highest. I mean, doesn't that make sense, Bragwin? Considering this is a Chozo facility, of course you can restart the stuff in here.
What happens when you game over?
You go back to your last save point and or checkpoint.
What happens when you game over in the original?
So, to properly explain this, imagine you have 600 health, right? And you die. Okay, you go back to the very beginning of the zone, and you now have 30 health.
So what you're telling me is this is an improvement?
Yes. This is an improvement over Metroid 1. Oh, please be the ball.
What is it?
It's the wide beam. So now we can hit the triple doors.
Oh, there you go. There's a triple door right there.
Yay.
Look, it shows you.
Yep.
It's not a door.
Open up.
Are those enemies that you have to kill with the wide beam?
No, I'm just going to ignore them. Those are just spawners, so they're not really enemies in the strictest sense at all. Alright, so now we have triple, so we can go a lot of places. Where do I want to go? So now we have Spazer. Woo. I know they call it wide beam, I don't care. It's the Spazer. Whoa, ho, ho, ho!
You're dead.
What was that?
That was a mob that was over there that you ignored.
I didn't even see what shot me.
I did. Oh, good. Getting the weapon is a save point.
Yep. Good mission. Good mission. Mid-mission checkpoint. God, I can't even talk right now.
That. That red thing over there. Here. Oh.
Might be worth the backtracking. Or we can't. Okay, we're locked in. That's cool. I'm cool. Everything's cool.
That red thing right there.
At least there's no negative for low health beetle leaves.
You died again.
I don't remember dying this much last time we played this game.
I don't remember dying this much last time we played this game either, because I don't remember playing this game before.
Which is funny, because, you know, it was only like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but you know how stress and shit in my brain works.
What?
Oh, did I tell you the guy that stressed me out came back?
What?
The guy that was stressing me out then we quit the game? Yeah, he came back.
Cool. That explains why you haven't been raiding it much lately.
No, I raided Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it.
Yeah, but those are the days that I raid.
Well, I'm probably wrong.
I haven't been looking for raiding.
It just
I've been LFRing.
felt like you haven't been on as much lately. Which is cool. I'm not criticizing you. It says you need to play more.
No, like you rightfully pointed out that I have been like on a lot.
I guess we'll refill for a minute. Come on, come on. Not? That's strange. Okay, we'll do it the other way then. Not again.
I don't think it likes you.
It doesn't.
Yeah, he came back yesterday. Well, no, he came back on Wednesday. And I said something to him in guild. And
So you remember we have time waster games, right? Sis has argued that we should rename that as
Anxiety eaters.
anxiety eater games. What do you think? Because the intent isn't to be insulting.
And time waster sounds insulting.
Like, if we want to be insulting, we can be insulting. Let's call it crap.
Because I use games like this to keep my hands busy. It's a way that, like, at night I use it to, get my brain to shut up. Because it requires just enough thought to, It requires just enough thought
to yawn.
that my brain can't, like, the intrusive thoughts can't, like, escalate. But doesn't require enough brain power that it prevents me from, like, then going to sleep. Hi, Ross.
Hey, Ross.
But I also use it, like, in everyday life to keep my hands busy.
Let's see here, officer. Whoa! I was much lower in health than I thought I was.
You had 14 health.
Yeah, I have a really hard time telling my health in this one for some reason.
Because it's in the upper right.
Yeah, 13 health right now. Let's read. Learn how to aim. Nail at everything. Yeah, they really like their biotech for some stupid reason. They always have. Chozo, I mean. I guess technically the game, too. Give me your energy.
That's weird.
Blade suggests time killer instead of time waster.
Time killer is less insulting. I agree. Conversation, because otherwise my ADD can really get me. I seem like I am more respectful of our conversation. I'm more respectful of our conversation if I am. Why did you let him loose?
Takes a moment to push through his armor. Too greedy this time. Take that. Now we have the most powerful upgrade in the world. ball form.
Their words. I get distracted. My brain goes off, and I have a hard time focusing on the conversation. But if I have something like this to keep my hands busy, I can focus on the conversation.
Also, can I just say having a button to morph is such a huge quality of life change. Like, I'm used to it in Super, just doing the double tap down, but being able to just be boop, 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 that's great. I love that. You can also slide into morph. God, I love that. Anyways.
Now you can go lots of places.
Yeah, no, we just got opened up a little bit. So let's go. Oh, no way in hell, Ross. But that's okay. We all expected that. Oh yeah, we also start with Spring Ball. Oh yeah, have you tried Vampire Survivor?
Nope. I don't even know what it is.
That is a suggestion from your brother.
Vampire Survivor, what is it?
It's a bullet heaven game, which is a very new term for a genre.
Which means?
So, do you know what a bullet hell is?
Nope.
Okay. So, alright. In a bullet hell, you're this dude, and you're like, wee, and 50,000 things are shooting at you from all directions.
Oh, yes, I do know that. It's like the game in that you have to play in Stardew with the purple-haired chick.
Yes, actually. So a bullet heaven game is the inverse of that. You are the source of all the fire, and there's just tons of enemies everywhere.
I am aware of that as well.
Boop, boop, boop. So.
And you just walk around in a circle and you kill.
I mean,
everywhere.
there's a little more to it than that, but yeah, it's a good DGOS game. I recommend it. Legitimately. That's true, you guys too. Now, I hate the controls on mobile, personally, but I hate every control on mobile, so that doesn't mean anything. That's what we call a meaningless statement. Agreed. Most Civ games would be a good game to have on mobile.
Yeah, Eddie's, yeah.
And I know what you're going to say in chat. You're going to be like, but there is a Civ game on mobile. And you're wrong. All right, so.
Civ game on mobile?
It's trash. It's actual trash. I do not recommend even acknowledging that it exists.
Okay. Does not acknowledge game.
Beep, boop. Yeah, there's actually a few bullet heaven games that have walked out as a consequence of Vampire Survivor doing as well as it did. Go figure. What? Well, it is. I don't know what time it is. Did you eat breakfast?
It's just weird. It's like I'm never hungry this time of day.
Have you been bouncing around a bit more than usual?
I mean, I did get up first.
Aha! I know quite a few people, like a weirdly large number of people who play Sudoku as their DGOS game.
Sudoku requires a little bit too much thought. Like, I can do solitaire. But I can't do Sudoku.
Yeah, I've noticed that the type of mental stimulus required for DGOS games varies from person to person. For example, I can DGOS on Mega Man. Now, the more you know about that, the less sense that probably makes. But it's true. That's a DGOS game for me.
You have memorized everything.
Yeah, I can just play it and just like... Same thing with Super Metroid, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a reason I can do Polemic Day while doing Super Metroid runs.
Polemic?
Day.
Polemic. Is that your politics day?
Yes,
Okay.
but
That's all I needed.
Polemic's a real word.
I'm not saying it's not.
Just like Viscerality. My sister doubts me.
Yeah, well, because sometimes you just make up words.
That's true.
Or, even better, you use real words, but in ways they don't actually work.
That's also true. That is a true statement. Although I don't do that often. Where do I want to go next? So I've never heard of Unciv, Talia.
What is Unciv?
Do me a favor, look it up real quick on the App Store. It's super cool.
Unciv in the App Store. Is it on Android?
Good question. Talia? She may or may not answer.
Civ. Okay, am I looking at Unciv or Unciv 2? Oh, here it is. Unciv. Alright. Okay, it's hexagonal. Looks like Civ. But without the...
I mean, Ferris part. I mean, as long as it's better than the absolute trash that was Civ Revolutions, I think it was.
I don't know.
That looks solid, actually. I might see if that's on an iPhone. Because, see,
And
I'm
it
the
is
one.
free.
I'm the one who has the real problem here.
So we will find out how much pay to play it is. That's my thing with a lot of mobile games, is the pay to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, Unciv is not on iPhone. Go figure. Civ 6 supposedly is. I remember trying that, and it's terrible. What is the other? Hang on, there's a game I have to tell you not to buy.
English.
It's Revolution, right? Yeah, it's Revolution. Don't pick up Revolution. Don't pick up Civ Revolution. It's trash. I could talk about that more, but trust me when I say it's trash.
Welcome to Unciv. Because this is a complex game, there are basic tasks to help you familiarize you with the game. Hey, welcome to this game. We've got a tutorial.
Yep.
They're optional. You can skip the tutorial
As tutorials should be.
and explore the game on your own. In your first couple of turns, you'll have very few options, but as your civilization grows, so do the number of things requiring your attention. Oh, hey, I'm starting as Persia.
Did you select that?
No, I didn't.
Oh
It
my
told
god,
me.
that's great. That's great.
Great King Darius of Persia. The heavens casts its light upon you. Persian people are strong and wise as their leader. Period.
Are as strong and wise as their leader, I think was the intent there.
But they're,
I'm not saying that
yes,
that's what
but
it
they
said.
missed a word.
I'm just saying that was
No, what
probably
it says
the
is
intent.
Persian people are strong and wise as their leader. Period.
Listen. Apparently not as much.
In the old ages, the great Persian king Cyrus fought back the mighty Median.
Median.
Whatever. Fought back the empire and finally destroyed the Medes in 550 BC. Cunning diplomacy and military achievements helped then to conquer the wealthy Lydia and the powerful Babylon. Cyrus' son conquering the eternal Egypt 3 years later. At the height of its power, the Persian Empire reached the shores of Macedonia, at the very door of the upstart Greek cities. Persia would have prospered for centuries if Alexander of Macedonia hadn't brutally destroyed the great empire in one violent strike. King Darius, the people of Persia await, longing for its past glory and power. Persia of the immortals must be born.
Listen. English bad, yo.
To punish its foes and rebuild the gleaming Persepolis. Will your empire something? I accidentally clicked the screen trying to keep it from going black and didn't see what it said. Move a unit. Okay, so now we can actually see.
That's simple but solid.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's distinct, right? You can tell what tile is what just by glancing at it. There's a confirm too. I'm with vulgarity. I tend to prefer a game that is an upfront cost, but that's just like experience, right? That's just free-to-play games tend to suck because they tend to be trying to rip money out of you in deceptive manners, which I'm just not a fan of. Right? That's all there is to that. Probably not, Ross. As I talked about during the super run, density has a cap.
City.
Or rather, density has an upper cap. She doesn't really have a lower cap, if we're being honest with ourselves. Because that would just be 0. So you can't really have a cap for 0.
Warriors. This is a Civ knockoff. Have fortify, explore, automate, disband. Tell them to explore. We'll pick attack.
What else would you do? Except it can't be. Nope.
Nope. No agriculture. So you start off knowing agriculture. Do I want to learn pottery, animal husbandry, archery?
Probably mining. Under other circumstances, you'd be completely right, though, Ross. It's actually one of the reasons why that rule exists. One of several. Gameplay so well. Because it's really easy. So I value density, obviously. But if we just use density as a flat multiplier, it causes issues in every direction. A lot of experience has taught us that, because back in the day...
You have encountered a barbarian unit. Barbarians attack everyone indiscriminately, so don't let your civilians go near them.
Back in the day, we actually ran into this several times. My favorite personal example of that is when
I have learned mining.
Mario World actually completely crushed several other games in review because it was like an hour-and-a-half game or some absolute ludicrous thing like that. And I remember looking at that being like, hold up.
Okay, should I do archery, animal husbandry, pottery, masonry, or bronze working?
God, I don't know. Probably masonry, so you can build. Telly, do you like work on the dev team of Unciv? Is that why you're plugging? It's okay. You can be honest.
Okay, should I make a worker?
Worker. Build. Tech, and there's build. Oh, right. Good afternoon, Jake Palmer.
Okay, I've got a worker add anything else to the queue? Hopefully I can add things to the queue.
Do it to it if you feel like it. Well, that's you. That sounded like it was upstairs.
Workers are vital to the workers'
Yeah, Talia said she's just trying to steal all your data. Beware.
Although your city will keep expanding forever, your citizens can only work 2 miles away from the city center.
Good morning, King DD3. Hope your day is going well. If it isn't, I will destroy as many things on this planet as I can until your day is going well. And yeah, I've found that over the years that there's a lot of interesting open-worldy stuff. Open source stuff. Which can and does lead to some really good stuff. Yeah, I will blow up this entire planet if I have to, I swear to God. You can also find a lot of trash in open source. That's pretty much the bargain, right? It's open source. It's made by some rando. Good, bad, and in between. That's why word of mouth is helpful for that kind of a thing. I include Linux in the bad column. Well, see, the thing is, I'm sure a lot of people like Linux. But I've worked with Linux, like, professionally. So I sort of hate it. And anybody who's worked with Linux is probably just nodding their heads like, yeah.
Tradition, liberty, honor, piety, patronage, order, or... I can only do tradition, liberty, or honor. Which one?
I'd go with liberty, but... You're Persia, you should be old. got triple and we got bombs. Well, no, we actually don't have bombs. We have ball. What's it used for professionally? If you've ever dealt with any kind of server, ever, J. Palmer, there's about a 99% chance you have dealt with Linux.
I have encountered the city-state of Bratislava.
Everyone, where's Bratislava from? Because that sounds familiar.
I can talk with Bratislava. Do I want to give them a gift? Pledge to protect them? Demand a tribute?
Ah, Slovakia.
Or declare
Thank
war?
You. I knew that sounded familiar. Declare war, obviously. Don't actually do that.
I was just saying, I have one.
Yeah, don't declare war. Don't do that.
Do
Early
I want to do
wars.
something with them?
That's up to you.
I'll give them a gift. Give them 250 gold. I will not pledge to protect you yet because I don't have.
We just met. Come on, dinner and a movie
warrior.
first. Jesus.
Injured units. When did I get injured? What? Why are you injured?
Greeted you with a nuclear slap, as is the style at the time. I've been debating the funneling as we go here, because I remember that pretty distinctly from the last time we played this. Macintosh is usually common in the workplace because it's standardized, in my experience. Which is obviously like 10 years out of date.
You can queue up multiple building things, so your city just continues to make them until it's done.
Nice.
So, like, I just queued up a warrior, a settler.
Warrior.
Yeah, I queued up 2 warriors, a settler, and a monument.
Oh, nice. Well, they're standardly expensive, but you get my point, right? Or maybe you don't, and I'm just making a point badly.
Okay, I have gotten masonry. I can now do bronze working, archery, animal husbandry, or pottery.
Clearly pottery. We gotta get that culture going. She's playing something called Unciv King DD3. Oh, and Mac is totally overpriced, but so the standardization thing. It's just helpful in the workplace to have a standardization of workstations because there's all kinds of crap that can happen if your workers decide to go not have any idea what they're doing with regards to computers. Now, obviously, that's more complex than it sounds like on several levels. Because what you're saying, if you're doing that, is that you have no trust in your workers, which is absolutely true in many cases. One office we worked with, exactly vulgarity. One office we worked with is they had a thing where the standard, like once you first start working there, like okay, here
Units can gain up to 30
you get a Mac
XP from barbarian units.
if you
need 2 promotions. After that, barbarians will provide no experience.
Yeah, it's just Civ 5 at that point.
Okay,
It's just a
so
loop.
do I want to learn shock 1, drill 1, cover, or ambush?
That's up to you. Depends on how you play.
Which one do I want to learn? Pick one.
I wasn't listening.
Shock, drill,
Shock.
cover, ambush.
Shock. Shock should just be straight damage. Oh, I hate working with Max. And yes, I realize that means I hate working with Max and Linux.
Found a
No, I don't
pantheon.
care.
Do I want ancestor worship? Dance of the Aura, +1 faith from Tundra. There's no tundra near me. Desert folklore, +1 faith for desert.
Any desert near you?
I don't think there's any faith healers. All units adjacent to the city heal 30 instead of 20 per turn. Fortified rights, +10% growth in this city. isn't only in one.
Yeah, but like that's how you build tall. They make your cat listen. Also, the others kind of suck.
I hadn't finished yet.
Well,
There's a whole.
What is it?
I closed it. I picked the one you told me
Gone.
to pick.
It's done. This is what we're worshiping now. That's it. We're done. We're done.
Okay, so I can now do sailing. There's no water near me. Sailing, calendar, writing, animal husbandry, archery, or bronze.
Tech. Always tech. Words. Do I hate working with Windows? It depends on the Windows, ironically. Because I have worked with ME. I hated NT at first, and then I actually really got some experience with it. I was like,
Pick a
oh,
policy. Do I want to adopt tradition, honor, or get a republic under my liberty, or citizenship?
ooh, citizenship or republic.
Okay, pick one of those two.
Which two?
Citizenship gives me minus 25% construction time for improvements and a free worker. Republic gives me plus 1 production in all cities and plus 5% production when constructing buildings.
Citizenship. So 7 was actually a really solid system. I was really unhappy to switch off of it. It's still something I'm not happy about.
Should I maintain my relationship with Bratislava?
I mean, are you getting anything out of it?
No.
Then screw 'em.
Okay.
But having said that, objectively speaking, XP was probably the best. Like just looking at all factors there. XP was good for people, it was good for corporations, it was good for governments. And it was probably the most static and stable of the various OSs to this day, I would say. And very, very, very malleable in a good way. There's a lot you can do with XP.
There's no desert. I don't know what desert looks like yet, but there's no desert.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's why I said from every perspective overall. 7 is certainly a good OS. I don't want to sound like it isn't. In fact, I would probably put 7 as the number 2 OS. After that, it gets trickier.
I've learned writing.
10 is something I could put up with.
I can now do drama and poetry, sailing, calendar, animal husbandry, archery, or bronze working.
Animal husbandry, just to get rid of it. Yeah, 10 is serviceable. I've put up with 10 ever since I switched to it because it forced itself upon me. I have very, very strongly resisted switching to 11, and I have no plans to switch to 11 anytime soon. I sound too bitter old manny, but screw that nonsense. That was a tap. I thought that was a deliberate tap.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I have a bed over there.
I'm comfy. Enjoy my feet. There's toes.
Thankfully, they don't smell. That's a dash.
I have too many workers. My city's not big enough.
Congrats. And dead.
There
All
we
right.
go. Persepolis has expanded its
Yeah, sorry, this is now a feat stream.
Oh, I've met Elizabeth of England.
Woohoo. Kill her.
And Dido of Carthage.
Probably kill her too. Carthage, they're probably going to be big traders. I just get a vibe.
And learned animal husbandry. I can now learn in sailing, calendar, trapping, archery, and bronzeworking, or drama and poetry.
Like in bronzeworking. Yeah, suddenly we just get tons and tons of viewers. Vulgarity.
Hi, viewers.
I'm joking.
Bye, viewers.
Ah!
I don't have anything for you to do, dude. You shouldn't go up here.
Yeah, you want my other opinion on Linux in one sentence.
I've met Napoleon.
Congrats. You're dead. Linux is upfront cost in exchange for lower later maintenance, like the OS. You get that set up proper, and doing exactly what you want it to, and it's gold.
Oh, I've got settlers now. Alright.
Woohoo! Missile plus tank. So now we're over here.
No.
Exactly, Lunar. Yeah, I have never and will never recommend Linux for someone who is not fairly confident in what they're doing. Sounds familiar, but I don't remember. I have.
Germans.
And I'm still.
Isn't it? Guys, where's Helsinki? No. Helsinki is Finnish.
Finland. Yep. Okay. Yep. That tracks. Okay. So we're over here.
Where are you, settler dude?
That's a good question.
Oh, there.
XP isn't
Open
really viable.
options
No.
Menu.
The only way XP would be viable is pretty much the same reason Linux is viable. Customization. Modded to hell and back, in other words. Now, I do know some groups that actually do exactly that. But at that point, that's not really XP. And yeah, 7 has just been dying out bit by bit by bit. I don't want to deal with codecs on Linux, if that's a thing that I can avoid doing. Told you, I've got a bed. It's a comfy bed.
I'm gonna go potty.
I allow it. Here, what prevented me? Nothing. So where's... Oh god, K-Light was just the best thing for everybody. Alright, hold on. Let's pause, take a moment, mentally rewind for a second. I apparently am more tired than I thought, because I'm having trouble keeping track of things at the same time. All that is supposed to be for Mini Zan. It's not actually garbage. But honestly, it's been there for so long that I'm just going to toss the box and everything in it if she doesn't come take it. Okay. I think it's just allergy related. Because I've just been floored the last several days. I don't have a migraine anymore, so that's nice. But there's definitely been some flurred going on. And yes, I have been taking my stuff. That's probably the reason I don't have a migraine.
Yep. Do it.
Okay. Well, no, Jay Palmer. Right now, and I talked to my sister about this recently. I've got 2 really, really big runs that I'm just staring at, and I'm not sure when to schedule which to best suit the move because I don't know when I'm moving. So.
Sailing, calendar, drama and poetry, trapping, archery.
Calendar. So, yeah, I'm just kind of not sure when to pull the trigger on anything right now. At the moment, it boils down to, do we want to do Streaminations first or do we want to do WoW first? And I'm kind of torn on that one. I know nobody cares in any direction, so I'm just going to have to decide. It's the bottleneck on the move.
Waiting for school to let out.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And then we have to sell the house.
So there are several bottlenecks. I mean, I just moved last June, actually, TSB. That's what I thought. This is...
Okay. Now, sailing, philosophy, drama and poetry, trapping, archery, ironworking.
Clearly ironworking.
We've met Vancouver.
Woohoo! Wait, where's Vancouver? Oh.
We now have a new policy. Should we get representation? Each city founded increases culture cost of policies 30% less.
Ooh. That's if you want to build wide.
Mediocrity, +1 happiness to all cities connected to the capital, -5 unhappiness for population of non-occupied cities. Or Republic, +1 production, +5%. We now have 2 cities, by the way.
Oh, definitely Republic. Easy answer. I'm not sure where to go.
Down.
No, like, I know I've missed something somewhere. Because right now I have 2 tools to progress. I have access to the tri-beam and I have access to the roll. And that should enable me to progress. And I don't know where I can go. We unlocked the red teleporter, which is cool, but that just unlocks another part of the Kataris loop. And as we've talked about before, Dread is kind of guided, which makes me feel even stupider for not knowing where to go. You still hungry, sis?
Yeah.
Here, order something. And then don't actually hit order, and then give me the phone after you order.
But I'm on the bed.
That's easily fixed.
I don't want to get up.
No, don't get up. I'm getting up.
Yeah.
Yes, you told you it's a comfy. She didn't believe me. It's a comfy bed. All right. Where the hell am I going? Like, I don't have a direction right now. A lot of places I could go are red. I guess we could. All right. So let's do that. Let's fall. Very important. Very important. Get out of my way. I will say, of all the things that I remember about Dread, the thing that I was most accurate about in my memories was how freaking smooth this game plays. Loading is, in all honesty, probably part of the price for that. Oh, and speaking of which, I've decided not to review that badly on that, because that's functionally a hardware limitation. The load times. Yeah, they're pretty bad. They are pretty bad. I'm not trying to dismiss that. It's just, you know, I'm not gonna ding the NES in some cases for pretty much the exact same reason. Yeah. Now, there can be a degree of optimization that can be the game's fault. Cough, cough, Starfield. It's interesting you say that, Act. So Breath of the Wild had what I can only refer to as genius code. As made by the Xenoblade people. I can't remember the name of it right now. But they were brilliant. I think you're right, Ross. Unfortunately, they decided to delay the Switch 2 by a solid year just to spite me. I think that's the real reason. I think that's totally it. So. Monolith, that's it. Either way, I'm not going to give a negative for load times, no. I feel like that's opening a can of worms of precedence, among other problems. And there are a couple problems with doing that. Hey. Bloodborne, I gave it the FPS thing because it literally gave me a headache. That's a little different. No, we did not ding Bloodborne for load times. If it's clearly just bad optimization, once again, Starfield, then yeah. Or, actually, you know what? We do have precedence for that. Pokemon Arceus. One moment, please. We don't have supers yet. Let me get this guy out of the way so my sister can hand me my phone back. But yeah, like, Pokemon Arceus. That got a negative because that's just bad optimization, right? Hell, even Breath of the Wild actually has a lot of culling going on. A lot. I'm not trying to convince you, Act. I'm just explaining. That's all. Like, this is unfortunately well-trod ground because we cover so many games across so much of gaming. The more we allow hardware to affect things, the more issues we run into. So I try to be really specific about those kind of negatives. I apologize for the away. I'll fix it. Congrats. Double congrats. Some of you, let me use another example. Final Fantasy 15. When we played Final Fantasy 15, I actually, this is 100% true, specifically upgraded my PS3, 4, whatever it was. I think it was my 4. In order to try and make the load times and the performance issues in general better, because the SSD alone helped. An example of that kind of nonsense. Alright. I mean, hell, I find this load times irritating. I'm not speedrunning it. Magma. Music changed, as it is its wont. Probably because of this section. I actually forgot about this section. A lot of this game. Okay, power's on. Mission accomplished. No, you didn't backseat, Spartan. I asked for help specifically, because I really was just not keeping track of things, and that was on me. Oh, definitely that. Not even anything else. Just ignore terrain. Well, then something else. Scouting. So, Varia. Varia. Reduce damage, and of course extreme heat, but still not extreme cold or lava. Also, this now does more damage. Looks sharp, too. Okay, so now we have access to red. A lot more wherever I'm going. What do you think? Should I get the missile? Should I get the missile? We did just get a save point, but I have very low health right now. Go for it. Archery. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 7 health. 7 health left. Worth it. So be nice and cautious with our non-health. I am so gonna die, Dave Palmer. It's okay. It's okay. I deserve to die. No. Ooh, there. We don't get bombs for so long in this. I know some people get irritated by that, but I actually think it works in this case. Not just because of the fact that, you know, it's fine. Let me say this differently. The fact that we don't get bombs for so long just means that they're doing a better job of designing it. And I'm with that. So let's get out of here. You met who? I don't actually know what that is. Yeah, no, I agree, Trayfin. The variety helped. I do agree with the variety helping. Like, you notice how early we get various soon, relatively speaking. Although I guess that was true in Super as well, now that we're saying that. The wheel. Yeah, that's a good one. Hollow Knight.
I need the wheel so that I can...
Doesn't get jumped over until really late.
I've got a policy.
Yes. If you're gonna build wide. That's the question. I don't have any dad jokes off the top. Okay. Dad joke.
I've got dad jokes.
Okay, she's got dad jokes. Dad jokes Inc. Just
Why
one.
can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
And why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
Because the P is silent.
Because the P is silent. Also grown.
Also, this one's better.
Oh, jeez. What?
Why are frogs so happy?
Why are frogs so happy?
Because they eat whatever bugs them.
Because they eat whatever bugs them. That doesn't actually work that well, but...
Sorry, I stumbled it.
Okay, we're done. Cut off.
Yeah, I already went back to the game.
Is it any good?
Uh-huh.
You're playing it?
Yep.
Well, tell me if it's any good so I can tell Talia if she made a good suggestion or not. Okay, she says, Talia, you're the most amazingest person ever. I hope the work situation works out for you. And probably other stuff that she definitely said.
Definitely said all of those.
No secrets breaking. I don't remember how to do it, guys. All right, I can do it. I want to do an experiment really quick, actually. So we're gonna do an experiment really quick. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna pull up chat on my phone. Oh my god. Hey sis, do you know Stallone is on his third marriage? Sylvester Stallone. It makes sense though because his first one was Rocky and his second one was Rocky 2. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Construction, mathematics, trapping, sailing, philosophy.
Math.
Drama.
Hang on. I'm gonna mute it. The game. So that they are not hearing it. Or rather, they are hearing it, but not incorrectly. I went full screen. I want to see what this game looks like full screen. I know you can't see that, and I apologize for that. Let's go up first, shall we? Well, it could also go down, but down feels like much more substantial. Let's go up first. Let's go up. Is a punnery like a tannery? You just take horrible things and beat them there? It surely stinks as much. Lava. Samus Returns was the one that did the Norfair music for the lava zones, right? If I remember it correctly. Yeah, you know, like... It looks like I actually remember that missile up, so we're not going to bother that. So, okay, moving on. Back to down. Yeah, I've been playing with my little preview window, so... I've been playing from kind of a small screen, and usually I can live with that, but I just... I don't know. Like I said, a little foggy-headed, so I'm trying to up my visibility range and hopefully do a little bit jitterbug with it. A little bit, you know, I don't expect to be the best player in the world for a game I've only played the second time, but, you know. I've been thinking about the construction of this game a little bit, and I think that there's several issues could absolutely be leveled at surface level problems with the game. You know, the kind of stuff that could or would have been patched out with a little bit more time, a little bit more budget, and a little better management staff. I am speculating at this point, but I find myself wondering if they spent most of their development time working on core elements of the game. Because that would explain why so much of the core of the game is, you know, really, really solid. Like movement, aiming, controls, all that kind of stuff, right? Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Trapping something. Trapping. You need food. What do you guys think? Uh-oh. Never mind. Time to die. No sequence break. So, we see that the Mockin actually captured this crate. What we do not know is if this is a crate or the crate. I love that reaction. I don't have a lot of E-tanks around. Also showing off how to attack him, by the way. I'm sure you caught that. So it's a nice way to characterize Samus and to tutorialize the boss. There's some good design here. It's weird. I really cannot believe this game is as good as it is, given how absolutely terrible it is. I hope those people all die in a fire. Just in a volcano. Just throw them in. They're not even people. They're managers. Definitely. Have you found an ocean yet? Give me missiles. I'll use missiles. No, Ross. Retro's doing Prime 4. Although Retro, there's some asterisks there. Gross. Yeah, Retro's management history began with terrible management. Retro was literally founded by a terrible person who also happened to be a terrible manager. Quite possibly. Hardboiled one. Hey, Rex. Where is it? Is there one? I was looking for, but sure. Horseback riding. It's been sitting there too long. That's my fault. Nice. Why? I think it's weird he just throws his fingernails at us. Anyone else find that weird? It's just me. It's always been weird, but like, you know. Personal hygiene, great. Look into it. Optics, I guess. Bit of a waste, but whatever. Let's go with representation. Stand by representation. Didn't aim up enough. Food's here.
What?
Food's here.
Philosophy, currency, or metal casting? Metal casting loses the medieval era.
Finish off the other stuff then first. Currency. Hello there. Sure. Be friends with Britain until you inevitably betray them, obviously. Here. Build. What are you going to see tonight, Ross? I remember dying. Am I just terrible at video games now? Is that what this is? scientist, always tech. I mean, it has to be better than beneath the fucking gauge. This is food is here. Not sure if I said that. I thought I did.
And then I got distracted.
It's also probably sitting out in the Antvil, which is part of why I went.
Did they answer my question? Should I go to the academy somewhere or hurry someplace?
Research. Okay. Probably guilds. Ooh! Metal casting. Go ahead and pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Metal casting. Yeah. Not literally, but yeah. Didn't kill it quick enough. Alright. We'll be back after the lunch break.
You died?
For like the 4th time, yeah. Well, I mean, food's also here, so, you know. Kind of related.
There you go.